Hello, everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the debut of the Totally Normal Football League. I'm TG, and I'm the one hosting the shindig, and joining me tonight, helping me out with commentary, is good friend Alex Ridian, who I hope is having a great night.
I'm having a great night, TG. Thank you for inviting me to co-commentate with you.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, what is this? So, over the last summer, first of all, I like to run events and stuff. I like to pick a random video game that has great modding potential and do something silly with it with my friend group. Over the last summer, I did the Stock Car Role-Playing Game League, where everyone had their own stock car in NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and they upgraded it in different ways to try and beat each other. That was a ton of fun, and we even had some backstabbing plots going on in there. But this winter, I am running the Totally Normal Football League. What this is about is that 350 randomly generated abominations were created in an old-ass copy of Madden NFL 2005. And all of these players have completely random attributes, height, weight, some have huge legs, some are like bowling balls, some have like the littlest feet. But more importantly, all of their stats were randomized as well. Their acceleration, their toughness, their strength, their throwing power and accuracy, and their kicking skills and all that stuff. And myself and 5 of my friends, including Alex here, we general managed our own football teams, and we did a huge draft, and we eventually took 44 of these people, some really good and some utterly unplayable, and we made our own American football team rosters out of them. And what made it even more difficult was we weren't drafting, I'm first picking this quarterback, I'm first picking this wide receiver. Nobody was assigned positions. We had to look at each of the players' stats and assign them manually to places. So it's like, wow, this guy's got great speed and great catching, but his acceleration sucks. Do I want that guy as my wide receiver? And we had to do some very interesting planning to do with that, and to accommodate the amount of strategy involved. I gave everybody 2 preseason games, so secretly in the background, we've already done a total of 6 games against each other, and some teams look much stronger than others. I'll say that I'm sitting next to somebody who went 2-0 in the preseason.
Feeling pretty good about that. And then you have some...
I will say...
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we definitely didn't have an idea of, what someone was good at, when we drafted.
Oh, no.
We had, positions in mind, but for quite a few of our teams, myself included, despite me having a 2-0 record, we ended up significantly changing what positions players were at, from the beginning of when we were doing games to after.
Yeah, my quarterback is now a center. So, if that tells you anything about this league... That sentence right there should make a lot of you who know anything about football laugh hysterically.
I was sitting on one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he wasn't even my quarterback when I had started. So There you have it.
So yeah, let's talk about the teams. So we have 2 divisions. We have the Over There division, and we have the Over Here division. 3 teams each for the Over There division. We have the Jackson Hole Janitors, led by quarterback Alex Fops. We have the Seattle Stoats, led by quarterback Jackson Hole. And man, if you know Quill, him having a French quarterback is so on brand it hurts.
Yeah.
And Alex Ridian, you're the GM of the San Francisco Shitbirds with a hell of an offense. You're going to be a really fun team to watch this season.
You'll just have to tune in for a Shitbirds game to see how they fight in action.
Yeah, this Friday. This Friday. For the Over Here division, we have the Toronto Trash Pandas, general managed by Pro Hybrid. We have the Kingston Gators, general managed by me. And the New York Knitters are controlled by Nippo, which is... Man, Nippo didn't look at anyone's stats during the draft. He just drafted based on how funny the player's name was. And then he ended up with one of the better defenses in the league. So go figure. Shoutouts to Bill Pickle.
Sometimes just works.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. We have a 7-week regular season schedule. Each division is going to play each other 2 times, 1 away, 1 home. And then they're going to do cross-divisional games only once. So the Trash Pandas are only going to fight the Janitors, the Stoats, and the Shitbirds once. but they'll fight the Gators twice and the Knitters twice. After that, we have an over here and over there conference championship, and then both teams meet for the right here bowl in the totally normal bowl, and will crown the bestest team in the whole best. So this is so much fun. I had so much fun with the draft, and you were saying earlier that when we initially picked people, we thought they were going to be like, wow, I'm picking this guy as my star quarterback. I don't think my first pick is on my team.
My star quarterback, who was my number 1 draft pick, is now a second string quarterback.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
But yeah, tonight we have the Jackson Hole Janitors going up the Seattle Stoats in an opener to start us off with a over there division rivalry game. Yeah, let's talk about what we're about to see tonight, because the Janitors are largely the same from the 2 preseason games, so we do have quite information of how they played. They're quarterbacked by Alex Fops, who on paper is one of the best quarterbacks available. His throw power and accuracy is nuts, and he's incredibly mobile. But what seems to be the problem is that he has very poor wide receivers. So Alex Fops doesn't really have a lot of people to throw to. And as a result, out of the 2 preseason games he quarterbacked, he's had an average passer rating of 56.4, which is not good. Like, at all. Like, for those of you who don't know, like, you want that number to be above 75 in the year of our Lord 2023.
And like you said, on paper, it wouldn't make sense. Alex Fops is one of the best passing quarterbacks in the entire league. But to have a good passing quarterback, you just need someone on the other side to take the call. And unfortunately, that hasn't been happening in the preseason. Hopefully they can turn around in the actual regular season games, but it remains to be seen in this bout against the Stoats.
Yeah, but that being said, the Janitors are still 2-0 in the preseason. They defeated both the Stoats and the Knitters. No, they beat the Gators and the Knitters, sorry. And they did that through their powerful defense.
Absolutely. Powerful defense, and also their running team. Their running game is on point despite their passing not being what we expected it was. Really, in order for you to do well in football, you just got to be able to move the ball. And for all their failures, I think the Janitors have really succeeded in getting the ball to the other side of the field. And they'll probably just have to rely on that in this game against the Stoats here. Yeah,
and the lead running back for the Janitors, Greg Trucker, holy cow. He's like a bowling ball up the middle. He's got a stiff arm that could knock over a tractor trailer. So we're probably going to see some handoffs to him trying to establish the run game. And while I said that the Janitors haven't really had too much success in the air, the person I want to see get open and for the Janitors to throw to is George Brinks, because on paper, this guy is doing incredible. Because he's getting 12 yards on average a catch, and he hasn't dropped the ball once all preseason. So I really hope we get to see more George Brinks. Has mostly been Albert Presale and Bruce Bogdan, who've been kind of underperforming for the Janitors. But the defense on the Janitors, oh my goodness. The cleanup crew on the D-line, as we call it, you've got Alan Combo, Marshall Rockenstone, Len Players, and Michael Tyre, and they are one of the most relentless pass rush offense we've seen in the whole league currently. The Janitors, the only score against them in the whole preseason was a touchdown by the Gators. The Knitters didn't score a single point against them, and the Gators only scored a running touchdown. So they have one of the best run differentials in the whole, or score differentials in the whole league currently.
Now, I want to make sure that the Stoats don't get fully ignored. They have a decent team at their disposal, and I think both their preseason games have been relatively close.
Yes.
But their one Achilles heel has been the turnover.
Oh my God.
They lead the league in turnovers, and that's ultimately been the most detrimental for their success. I think if you take their turnovers and put them on the same level as the other teams, you probably would have like a couple Stoat victories. The turnovers are really just the nail in the coffin for their preseason performance, and hopefully they won't have to deal with that as much in the actual regular season. But of course, it remains to be seen in this game.
Yeah, and the reason we're talking so much about the Janitors is that we have so many question marks about this current Seattle Stoats team. Quill has been micromanaging them so much that each team looks incredibly different from the week before. He had, I forget who his quarterback was for the first preseason game, but Gatchon Dupois was his quarterback in the second preseason game against the Knitters, and he threw 2 interceptions. The Stoats in total across both their preseason games have 5 turnovers, which is 2 more than any other team. And with quarters being only 8 minutes in length, just for video game reasons, turnovers matter the most. Every single team that lost in the preseason had a negative turnover differential.
Yeah, absolutely. Turnovers are the killers for these teams, and you really need to bring that number down if you really care about your team having a chance in the full league.
Mm-hmm. And, but the Stoats do have something brewing in the defense, because we were talking about the Janitors cleanup crew. We're going to have to come up with a nickname if the Stoats D-line here, they're completely revamped, made up of Ken McStoat, Richard Dollarstore, Damar Hott, and Toby Wrightson. This is
definitely a far cry from the original, what they call it, the strip mall defense.
The strip mall defense, dude.
That Quill had originally gone with.
Oh my god, but on paper, this defense looks insane. So they're going to be pressuring the hell out of Alex Fops, going for these passes. So we might see a lot of sacks this game from both sides. So let's not dawdle any further. Got to get the music out of here because we are going in live for the first game of the season. Assuming that everything's good. And then here we go. So this is a home game for the Seattle Stoats. They were 1-1 in their preseason.
Lovely Seattle, Washington. The sky looks about average for Seattle.
Yeah,
so.
it's currently raining, which is definitely going to impact. We're probably going to see some slipping and falling and a couple of missed field goals, which is going to be a little out of the ordinary for Oscar Dudeman, the kicker for the Jackson Hole Janitors, has not missed a single field goal attempt or point after try yet in the preseason. And that's another thing I wanted to quickly go over about the Janitors, is that one of their biggest weaknesses is their red zone play. They have only scored 1 touchdown out of 5 times in the red zone. The other times they've been limited to a field goal. So hopefully Helton has made some adjustments to their strategy and hopefully turn those 3 points into 7 points. And the Stoats have first possession.
Kick being made by Oscar Dudeman of the Janitors. Pretty good kicker, number 15 pick. Watch that ball fly. And it's received by
Number 90,
Felix Passenhog.
Kickoff return 32 yards. Number 90.
And the tackle will place them at their 40, it looked like.
That's a pretty good kick return for the Stoats to start out this game.
They returned the kick to enemy territory. Or no, not yet. Okay.
No, not just yet.
Yeah, just south of the 40-yard line.
But certainly a good kick return to start this offense.
Dubois hands it off to 41. Doesn't get
Only
far.
A meager 2-yard gain for the Stoats.
So that was fullback Jason Wolf with the carry. We haven't seen much from Jason Wolf. He's been the fullback for the Stoats all preseason. The main running threat for the Stoats is Ben Zeitgeist, as Dubois gets tapped away by Dunnett.
The intended receiver on the play.
Yaden Floatboat just couldn't make that connection there. He was waiting for that ball, just didn't get there.
Yeah, just in addition to the insane defensive line of the Janitors, the Janitors also have the best cornerback tandem in Bobby Williamson and Dunnett on the sides.
Let's see if they can make this third down
conversion.
conversion.
What a sack from Alan Combo! And there's the cleanup crew.
You hate to see that after such a promising start to the offense, to see it go so quickly, and I think the Stoats are just going to have to punt here. just after a few moments.
Now is Alan Combo's third sack. He's now leading the league in sacks if we decide to count the preseason games as canon. And Nelly Rockhurst is punting.
Not ruled a fair catch.
So a very quick 3 and out here for the Janitors. Great work on their powerful defense.
And that's not a great punt because they're at the 30 now, 31. Although it's not clear how much could have... No, it isn't a great punt because they started from pretty deep in the field. Not the punt you want as a Stoats fan.
All right, let's see if the Stoats D-line is as good as they say, as Alex Fops is in the pocket, throws over the middle, and it's a fumble!
And the Stoats recover!
Immediately, a fumble, number 16. Bruce Bogdan fumbles, third pick overall. Bruce Bogdan fumbles after the tackle.
For once, a turnover that favors the Stoats, and they are right back in it.
Holy.
Right at the 32.
Yeah, on the Janitors 32. More importantly. What a huge Ben Zeitgeist with the throw, and he's on the outside, tackled by star safety number 37.
Jason DeFlanger for that tackle. Unfortunately, it was a decent game for the Stoats. And we're at 2nd and 2.
Yep. Stoats can run about anything here. I love Simpleton with the power stance on the right side.
Greg wrestling. Oh, no one home for that reception, and we're to a 3rd down.
I think that was a Simpleton tackle. Middle linebacker Simpleton, Kyle Simpleton, and it's 3rd and 2 now with that incomplete pass.
Have to convert. Can the Stoats do it? This defense has really been a thorn in the Stoats' side.
Yep, over the middle, it's complete.
Reception. Fred Freeman receiving that ball. He's breathed new life into the Stoats' offense here. They have a chance at goal.
Yeah, Fred Freeman on that in route to get by Williamson for the pass.
Such a crucial reception by Freeman there. The Stoats really needed that.
And they get the chains moving on that crucial 3rd down conversion.
We're at 1st and 10, so close to the goal.
Ollie missile
that
move.
Touchdown's in sight.
Ollie missile move on the move. Ben Zeitgeist handover going wide, and he goes all the way left for a touchdown!
Touchdown for the Stoats, 6-0. They'll have that 1-point try that they're likely to make, but what a roller coaster of emotions to start out this game.
Yeah, Jason Wolf with that crucial block on the outside to allow the sweep into the end zone, and Brent Fieldstrong will come out for the point after try. And the turnover...
That first offense is going to be the story of this game, TG.
Yeah.
Like, the insane speed by which the Stoats were able to recover the ball and take it home. You have to admire the Stoats' the Stoats' tenacity in this situation.
Yeah, that crucial in route by Fred Freeman to get by the cornerback to get that first down to make that run possible.
Brent Fieldstrong here for the kick, giving the Janitors another shot at this.
Seattle is lined up for the kickoff. Number 49 back to return.
And a powerful booming kick to the left side of the field. And Kaylee Mirando gets to the 30-yard line.
49 on the return.
Decent start.
Of course, we are playing with 2004 rules, so touchbacks and fair catches go to the 20-yard line, so this is a good start. Not a bad start, at least.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. All right, Alex Fops handing it off to Trucker, but number 57
Trucker
is there.
Stopped at the line.
No gain on the play.
Stopped by Liam O'Fiend of the Stoats.
Yeah, the outside linebacker, Liam O'Fiend. And I'm being told no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Janitors will have to have another go of it. Hopefully this play will connect for them.
There we go, another Trucker handoff, and he's right down the middle for a first down.
Oh, what an amazing first down. He just barreled through that defense like it was butter.
And that's the Greg Trucker we were accustomed to seeing in the preseason. General Manager Helton was trying out a different... Oh, that wasn't for a first down. Barely, 30 inches.
This shouldn't be too difficult for the Janitors to overcome, but we'll see what happens.
And Trucker gets over the line.
Barrels over the line.
Gain of 2.
You have to leave it to Trucker. He knows how to run that ball.
Mm-hmm. Need 3 men to bring that guy down.
We're at first down for the Janitors now.
Yeah, starting at just
under 4 minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah, those 8-minute quarters go real fast, don't they?
Just makes it more crucial that you move the ball when you got it.
Oh, hands it off to Trucker, but a flag on the play, and the left tackle, Silverstein.
Penalty accepted by the Stoats, and that's not a penalty you want to see for the Janitors.
No, and that moves them back 5 yards. Now, the Janitors are the most penalized team in the entire league. They're going to 1st and 20 now.
They have 2 downs worth of room to try and make up. This is going to be a hard one for him.
Fox standing in the pocket.
A large pass, and it's
It's
received.
huge catch there by Matthew Evanson.
Gain of 20 on the play.
Matthew Evanson, the wide receiver for the Janitors, proving why he's an asset to the team. And just like that 20-yard distance has been made up.
Great pass there by Alex Fops. Oh my god, it was marked just short.
Just barely. But, I mean, hand that thing to Trucker, and he'll probably do something about that.
Well, it is 2nd down. We could go for a pass
also
here.
Is 2nd down. Yeah, you could turn this into another drive.
Alex Fops throws it to the right, and it's connected!
Another reception! And
Bruce
he's got nowhere
Bogdan
to
shakes the
turn now.
tackle! What a move!
Makes the reception.
The
That
missed
was
tackle.
very nearly a touchdown.
I'm actually going to go for a replay on that. Yeah, that
Another
crucial
key
missed
reception.
tackle. The cornerback completely biffed it, leading to Toby Wrightyson having to come up with the stop.
And that's Bruce Bogdan with that drive, number 3 draft pick for the Janitors.
Yeah, Bruce Bogdan, the star wide receiver with the Janitors. It's good to see him getting some massive yards after carry on that play. And we're just at the 10 line. And we've seen the Janitors have issues converting touchdowns in the red zone as they head to the Trucker.
22 on the carry.
Trucker gaining a crucial additional group of yards. So close, within spitting distance of that end zone. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be goal. There you go. Alex Fops hands it off to Trucker, who goes right down the middle and is just short.
Ball carrier. 5 yards.
Every gain by Trucker is a closer reach of that goal. Trucker proving why he's running with the ball and no one else is. 3rd and 1. It doesn't even matter that the down's there at that point. You can just go for the goal.
It does, because if the Stoats get a key sack here, that will limit the Janitors to... Oh, shakes the tackle! And Trucker is in.
And just like that, the Janitors will be looking to tie this up here with this
stiff arm!
1-point try.
What's this stiff
Look
arm?
how
Just
big this
boom!
man is.
Damar
Shoves.
Hot just gets told where to sit.
The man got shoved out of the way. He was going nowhere.
And just like that, it's tied up. We're assuming Dude Man's gonna rattle it in. He hasn't missed a field goal once. And there's the successful point after try.
Tying it up. 7-all, Stoats and Janitors. It'll be Stoats' possession now. Hopefully they can repeat the drive they had previous possession.
Mm-hmm. And again, there's always that beast lurking in the background of the Stoats of, are they going to throw even more interceptions this game? But it seems that Getson Dupuis is doing a great job here in the first quarter.
They're 1-0 for turnovers so far, so you would hope that would continue that trend. We see there Felix Passenhall catching the ball, gets brought down.
Number 90 on the return.
Right at the 23 here. 22 even. Oh no, that's the... I'm so bad at counting.
Yeah.
That's the 27.
Oh, it shakes the tackle, but this is a huge tackle for loss as that stumble from Ben Zeitgeist just allows the cleanup crew to come in and just absolutely hammer the Stoats back maybe 4 yards. Yes, it's second and
Second
16.
6 yards even. Stoats did not want to see this.
Yeah, terrible handoff for Ben Zeitgeist. And
You gotta
Zeit...
see a big...
Oh, over the
and
middle! Fred Freeman.
11-yard gain on
Fred Freeman, the lifeline of the Stoats offense here. And that's end of first quarter.
Yeah, tied up 7-7. We're in for a pretty great game so far.
Definitely two very evenly matched teams going into this game for sure.
Crucial stop here for the Janitors, 3rd and 5. Maybe looking for a Yaden floatboat pass on the left side. No, it's a handoff.
Oh, going for a run. It doesn't really go anywhere, and that's 4th down for the Stoats. I think the Stoats expected a lot more out of that drive. It just didn't happen for
That was
them.
interesting. Was that an Oliver Soyhaver handoff?
I couldn't tell who had the ball there.
Was it 23?
23. Oh, yes, it was.
And the Janitors force a punt. Calling for the fair
Hold the
catch.
Fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 26-yard
Hold on, I got alt tab. Oh, God. Okay, sorry about that.
We're starting at the 26.
Alex Fops in the pistol. Fullback in motion.
Goes for a throw.
Fops great in the pocket
Over the
and
center.
wide open on the left side is George Brinks.
What a great catch.
Nice
George
tiny
Briggs.
tiny bit of a blown coverage there, allows for a great first down pass.
Alex Fops finally getting to flex his muscles as a passer. I don't think we've had too much trouble with his passes so far in this game.
Oh, great.
Once again,
Trucker gets a thrown
Trucker.
down.
honk honk.
Yeah, DeMar Hott bringing that run to a halt. And it's 2nd and 9, only 1 yard gain on that Trucker run.
He's hauling quite a bit of freight in that.
Oh,
in
play
that
action
run there.
pass to the left side, and again, George Brinks with the reception.
George Brinks receiving that ball.
Yeah,
Between Brinks and Trucker, this drive is not going the way the Stoats intended.
Yeah, that George Brinks route was very Detroit Lions-like. The play-action pass into the receiver in route. Great work there, 3rd and 2 yards. That's another play-action. As
That
Bruce-
was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, interesting. So
What was he doing?
Bruce Bogdan elects to get the first down and just runs out of bounds. I don't know what the plan here to stop the clock is, but...
He might have gotten scared.
Oh, he didn't
I
stop
won't
the
blame
clock.
him.
What happened? What? Whatever. It's a first down at any rate.
Sometimes you just get camera shy. It happens to me all the time.
There we go. Hand off to Greg Trucker. Going the sweep. Good block there by the halfback, but 55 gets through. Phil Powers, middle linebacker, squeezes through the blocks and gets the key tackle.
We're at 2nd and 7. Only really 3 yards a gain. Modest gain, but you want to do more than that if you want to get there in a down.
Alex Fox
Got
got
another
lots
pass
of...
attempt
Oh,
over the center.
swiped away!
And that was Calvin Madman with the swipe, the free safety.
Yeah, Calvin Madman is one of the best defensive players on the Stoats. He's been doing a lot of... sometimes they'll even play him as a strong safety, because I swear he's gotten at least 1 tackle for loss, but definitely one of the... He's incredibly fast. He's exactly where the offense doesn't want him to be a lot of the time. He's definitely one of the better secondary players in the league, and there's a pass rush! And I think that's good.
Just barely over the line was Bruce Bogdan there with that reception.
Yeah, let's get an instant replay on the pressure that Alex Fops had here. Look at this. Completely gets blown up.
Surrounded by Stoats on all sides. He threw that ball at the last possible moment, you can tell. And that reception, too, just barely made.
So that D-line of the Stoats is no joke, but Alex Fops is doing a great job playing under pressure. Alex Fops again throws under coverage.
Reception made by Kaleem Rando. Was that another first down? Oh no, 2nd and 1. So close. Janitors might not have too much trouble closing the gap here.
Perry Bulkison on the move, and it's another Trucker run for a first down.
Well, you just need to gain a few yards. Just send Trucker through and he'll make it happen. I don't think I've seen much resistance happen against Trucker if you're just going for a couple yards to clinch that down.
Mm-hmm. I am unmuted, right, stream? I can't alt-tab to check. Okay, good. And the Janitors have been doing amazing, and oh, jeez Louise, and Alex Fops! The pocket gets split in half. He tries to get the handoff. I don't know whether that was supposed to be a play action or whether it was a stumble or something, but the Stoats get a huge break. As it looked like Nicholas Parkride went in for a ride on Alex Fops.
Just a last-minute obstacle, and that was really not the gain you wanted to see with a reception like that.
Matthew Evanson.
What is it, 15, 16? It's not great.
Yeah, the Fops had a huge loss, but the Janitors have not messed up a third down conversion yet, but with 3rd and 11.
11.
And that's the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Being 2nd and long in this position, so close to the goal.
Yeah, and we haven't really...
Gonna have to make something.
One thing we haven't seen at all from Alex Fops is any deep passes. We've seen none of that because I think both the wide receivers had it swatted away by number 90. That's Felix Passenhag on coverage.
That was so close to an interception for the Janitors. Mm-hmm. You do not want to be playing with fire like that this late. And Oscar they're going to go for the field goal.
Yeah, Oscar Dudeman, 37-yard field goal. This should be trivial for him. He's made 56-yard field goals in the preseason already. So unless this is blocked, that baby's good.
Bring it to 10-7, favoring the Janitors, but we have another Stoat drive.
Yeah, that Janitors drive was extremely long. We're already 2 minutes left in the half. And the Janitors did an amazing job at burning up the clock. It was a shame they had to go for a field goal off of that huge tackle for loss. After that huge sack,
dude, man.
And what a dude, man, he is. Another thunderous kick. And Passenhag's going to go for the touchback.
Now the game shifts to Dupuis. How is he going to capitalize now, given that there's only a field goal between them and the Janitors?
Yep, 2 minutes left. Expect a lot of passing here from Dupuis. Steps back in the pocket, great coverage, and he decides to scramble out.
Wasn't a terrible decision, gained a few yards on that play.
Yeah, Maurice Bateman bringing that to a close, only gets 2 yards on that run. And the Stoats are quickly scrambling so many pass blockers and a deep pass to the left side, and it's tipped away by Bobby Williamson, who leads the league in deflections.
Key cornerback for the Janitors in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need tips like that to be able to stop the Stoats in their tracks there.
Yeah, both cornerbacks, Dunnett and Williamson, combined, I believe, have a total of 12 deflections over the course of the preseason. It's one of the few unchanging pieces of the defense. Big brush here as Alan Campos makes it through, and now incomplete. It looked like for a moment that Fred Freeman had came up with the pass, but tackled, and he loses control of the ball. A key defensive play there by the Janitors.
And as soon as this drive has started, we see the Stoats already going for a punt. Hate to see it. That's Rockhurst there with the punt.
And it looks like an amazing good punt.
Ruled a fair catch.
It's a fair catch, but it's a ball! And the kicking team recovers!
Are the Stoats playing 5D chess?
Oh my god!
Just when you think they're out.
Kaylee Mirando, you can blame the rain for that one. Tried to come up with the free catch, but he just wasn't in the right place. And the Stoats get all over the ball, and next thing you know, they're on the Janitors' 30.
Here the Janitors are snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And it's an interception! Number 89, Chris Queen. Or Rockenstone, sorry.
The Stoats' first turnover this game. Right when you thought that they were going to capitalize off when they took against the Janitors. Nope. Janitors recover it. Now it's a Janitors drive.
And there's the Dupuis turnovers that we've been hearing about. And Alex Fops is hoping to turn this into a dry, big tackle. And it's amazing that Evanson was able to, or that's George Brinks was able to hold on to that ball.
Girani foul play for the tackle on that.
And Girani foul play, who's not a bad cornerback in his own. Fortunately, he's being held up to the standards of what's on the opposite side of the field of him.
Which is just a wall.
It's
just a wall of meaty men.
Alex Fops barely... What?
Was that an interception?
That was a catch. That was a catch by George Brinks. Alex Fops had...
Brought it low.
Yeah, it was 0.1 seconds remaining before he got sacked. It looks like he was just trying to throw it away, and I can't believe Brinks was in a position to catch that.
Key first down there for the Janitors.
Holy cow. Fops steps back.
Less than a minute left till
halftime. Throws a rainbow through the coverage. And Bruce Bogdan comes up with another catch.
13-yard gain on the play.
First and 10 for the Janitors. How far can they get this ball? Can they get it to the end? Can they get a field goal?
They got more than enough time to, and I believe they have all of their timeouts. Again, great pocket is... Oh! George Brinks goes down.
A catch for a small gain, but with only 50 seconds remaining, you really have to have your rubber meet the road, or in this case, the mop meet the floor for the Janitors.
Yeah, and going up a touchdown, going up an entire score going into the half is a really nice cushion to have against what the Stoats have brought in a pretty good team. Big over the second ticket, Albert Presale! Albert Presale gets off the tackle and he goes for a touchdown! And that's Albert Presale's first reception of the day. Watch this, number 90, the cornerback. Felix Passenhog misses the tackle. Number 25, the safety comes in. Calvin Madman also misses the tackle and is just too late. And Presale gets his touchdown.
Key touchdown right before halftime for the Janitors. That might make the difference coming into this second half. There's Oscar Dudeman with the kick.
I smell another successful PAT try, and there it is. Splits the uprights, and the Janitors go up 10 points with 30 seconds left in the half. And again, that drive was started off of an interception. Yeah, so...
This is the story of the Seattle Stoats throwing their victories away with just a simple turnover in the wrong position.
And how
turn things around.
And how did that run start? Off of a kicking team recovers turnover. So this game is wild. Oh my goodness.
I feel like turnovers are just a thing that happens to the Stoats, regardless of whether it's to or by them.
Well, the Stoats get a pretty big break there as they get an extra 10 yards on that kick.
How much is it going to matter with 30 seconds to go, though?
Again, I wish I could easily see how many timeouts they have, but they got lots of ways of stopping the clock still. We could see at least a field goal drive out of them as we go wide to the right, and Geronte Dunnett gets his hand off it. Again, if you want to go long against this team, you have to get somehow by either Williamson or Dunnett. And they are just going to jump 9 feet in the air and lift their gigantic long hands up. And just
those Janitors cornerbacks are no joke.
And just make a no-go zone happen. And Fred Freeman,
another pass just not connecting.
Fred Freeman, the intended receiver there, but that pass was nowhere in his zip code.
Already to another third down for the Stoats. Stoats have just not been able to convert.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. At least the clock has stopped.
They have to make something happen here.
Oh, and it's complete!
That's a complete pass.
And the Stoats use their first timeout. Thank you very much for all the gift subs, Helton. Highly appreciate it. Your Janitors are doing great. Oh, play action, but he's got lots of people in his face.
Oh, almost gets over the down line there. Was that a full down? Was that first down?
I don't think so. I think it's short. Jason Wolf, the fullback on the reception there. Very interesting play.
2nd and 1 for the Stoats.
Stoats using their second timeout over the middle. And there's their last timeout. Another big running back reception by Ben Zeitgeist. I guess they got everybody going forward, and the Stoats
53 yards.
Yep, the Stoats are just gonna settle on 3 points here with only 8 seconds left.
Can't blame them. There's any number of tactics that the defense could use to lengthen the fight. It's no good. Unfortunate for the Stoats. And we still have a 10-point gap between the Stoats and the Janitors here. As the Janitors start on the 1st and 10 with 4 seconds left. I don't think this is going to continue, but who knows?
Now we're probably just going to see a knee here. Or no, they're going to hand it off to Trucker. Holy cow. I thought Trucker was going to do it for a moment. And that ends the half.
Those are halftime stats. We can see the amount of yards the Janitors have been gaining over the Stoats in this first half are just knocking the Stoats out of the water so far.
And the Janitors are set to receive the ball starting off the half.
Stoats' only touchdown so far happening on a Janitors turnover. Here we go, the ball received by Kaleem Rando.
Yeah, Kaleem Rando made a name for himself immediately against the Knitters when the very first kickoff of the game to him was ran for a touchdown. It was the most insane thing I think I've ever seen in video game football. There we go, over the left side, completes! And another George Brinks reception gets a first down. Yeah, it's been Girani foul play and George Brinks is sort of the key matchup that the Janitors have been exploiting. They've gotten lots and lots of first downs off that left side so far, either on in routes or just straight one-on-ones.
Running play, Trucker barrels through the defense of the Stoats for another modest gain of a couple yards.
I'm unmuted, right?
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. I need a third monitor. Alex Fopp's in the shotgun. Expect a passing play on this. And it's going to be a short pass. Great block.
Short pass, but a big run by Bruce Bogdan there.
Sort of it looked kind of like a screen, but sort of like, you know, video game, you know, we have that at home kind of screen.
We're at 3rd and inches.
Yeah, we're at 3rd and a little bit.
Janitors have a pretty good track record with 3-down conversions on this game.
And Fopp's a big conversion. Again, George. Yep, George Brinks has been the offensive player of the game for the Janitors. That's got to be his like 3rd first down of the march down the field. Of the drive. There's the word.
Another first down from the Janitors.
Looking like a running play here. Bob's taking it up. It's a toss to Trucker.
Toss it to Trucker.
Gets 5 yards out of it.
5-yard gain on the play.
Already half that down.
And
evaporated.
Yeah, between George Brinks and Trucker, the Janitors have just been doing a great job at exploiting the outside of the Stoats defense. You know, if you beef up your middle line, what are you going to do? Can't go over it, can't go under it, just go around it. And that's exactly what the Janitors have been doing. And another George Brinks reception for a first down.
The Stoats have just not been able to stop George Brinks from getting his hands on that ball. Foul play with the tackle, but the damage was already done.
At the 25-yard line.
Janitors really mopping the floor with his defense.
And Alex Fopp's is playing the game of his career, complete to Bruce Bogdan for a first down.
Between Bogdan and Brinks, so many yards gained for the Janitors as we're already seeing the big letters of the Stoats end zone within distance.
Yeah, I really like the logo work I did.
Yeah, shouts to TG for putting effort.
Oh, a tackle for loss.
3-yard loss.
As DeMar Hott kills the run.
Stoats really have to do everything they can to make this any better than a potential field, like any better than a potential touchdown. Try to turn into a field goal, maybe field goal block. Just knock those Janitors back as far as you can at this point.
Another trucker run.
Trucker with the ball.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I feel like we're gonna see a lot more trucker as the game continues, as Jackson Hole continues to burn up the clock as they're ahead. Again, it's all about the depletion of resources of your opponent. The more time you burn up, we only have 3 minutes left in this quarter, and the best way to do that is with runs.
On the Janitors. We have Tyler Clark, Tracy Charger, Morgan Turnstile. They may as well not.
No, he fumbles it. Goes off of bounds. Oh my god.
That could have been disaster for the Janitors.
Yeah, thank goodness there wasn't any cornerback rush on that.
I believe that's the third fumble the Janitors have had this game.
And Dude Man is out for the field goal. And that's going to bring the Stoats down 13 if this is complete. And it is good.
Making it 20-7. Stoats really have their work cut out for them if they want to make this game go in their favor. So we see Dude Man with the kick again.
So this game couldn't be going any better for the Jackson Hole Janitors than this, especially since all the changes to the Stoats defense made you think, oh, are they actually kind of real now? Now, the Stoats have been making a couple of key defensive plays, but for the most part, again, I think I mentioned this already, but just the attack on the outside. You have Bruce Bogdan and George Brinks exploiting those routes and those quarterback matchups to get these key first down yards, and that's how they've been able just to pick off the field chunk by chunk.
Yeah, Stoats cornerbacks, Gerani Foulplay and Ryan Quiller really haven't been cutting it for them.
Middle linebacker Simpleton, and I can't believe that Ben Zeitgeist was able to break that tackle. It was a lot like trying to parry an oncoming truck. And a good tackle for loss brings them to 2nd and 12.
Just look at the arms on that tight end ollie missile move.
Oh my god, and it's a sack! Alan Combo with another huge sack of the game. He's now got 4 total. Again, leading the league in sacks is Alan Combo.
Stoats are pretty much against their own end zone here. 3rd down. And they don't have a great track record for conversions either. That's 3rd and 17.
And it's
Miracle's got half.
And yeah, tipped away by Williamson. You force the Stoats to try and throw long there, and just leave it to either Geronte Dunnett or Bobby Williamson to swat those passes away. Again, you just dig the hole, and those guys are the dudes putting the soil back in over the body. And Rockhurst is punting in damn well their own end zone. That's wide left. Big shank.
Rough going for the Stoats there. Janitors are now starting at the Stoats 40.
It's a hand play action to Trucker over to the right side to Albert Presale. His 2nd reception of the game. His only other reception of the game was for a touchdown. And man, that wide receiver is huge.
Presale sure can catch those balls. 1st and 10. Their drive just started, already got a 1st down.
Tamar OK, the tight end on the move.
Passes it off to Trucker. Decent 6 or 7 yard gain for Trucker.
Octavius Alwayson with the really weird Russian leg sweep looking tackle. And it's 2nd and 4. It's another Trucker handoff.
Trucker.
The stiff arm.
Great tackle there. wasn't able to stave him off long enough, unfortunately. But that's still a 2-yard gain. And we're at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, Calvin Madman on the safety blitz there did a really good job of like fighting game spacing the stiff arm and comes up with a good tackle. And the Janitors 5 for 7 on third down conversions, which is pretty nuts. Third and second. And another Trucker handoff will improve that.
Trucker run.
Octavius Alwayson with another tackle.
Trucker's just a well-oiled machine for the Janitors.
No matter where the Stoats shit, the Janitors clean it up. Oh my goodness. Another Trucker handoff, and again it was... Yes, okay, the Stoats are all over this one.
Took 3 men to hold that truck down.
Yeah, we've seen Damar Hott try and go out and blitz Greg Trucker a couple of times this game, and he's just bounced off of him like a hacky sack.
2nd and goal now for the Janitors. So close.
Pop steps back in the pocket. Lots of time, but no, he's tripped up by number 69.
Nice.
Nice.
That's Ken McStoat with a trip.
Yeah, his first tackle of the game, Ken McStoat. I was expecting to see a bit more of him today, and it's interesting that's the first time we've called his name. So a crucial defensive play makes them brings them back to the 15-yard line, and Greg Trucker, it's a fumble! And the Janitors recover. Oh my goodness. There is about
a touchdown for the Janitors, but it's definitely another field goal.
Oh my goodness, there was at least 15 people trying to get on that ball.
Just a horde of massive men fighting over a piece of leather.
And the Janitors will go up 16 points. And the Stoats only have 1 quarter remaining.
Stoats have a single quarter. Not even a full quarter.
Nope.
They've got barely 6 minutes to do 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Yeah, at this point, they need turnovers. And if the Janitors just play clean, they run out the clock as much as possible on their possessions. This one's in the books.
Caught by Passon Hogg.
Kickoff return 15 yards. Number 90 on the return.
Brought down by Williamson there.
Yeah, and then once again, it's just the prevailing story with the Stoats we've talked about is the turnovers. They have to do something about all these interceptions and fumbles. They've caught a couple of lucky breaks this game, to be fair. They got that kicking team recovers on that punt, but again, just thrown away. That Bobby Williamson interception. Gets caught! Dupuis was under heavy pressure, and he was barely able to get that out to Bill Sellers in time. And it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Dupuis passes it back.
Big pass, and he gets by Williamson.
Gain of 16 on the play.
Actually, that looked like Rory Fisher. Yeah, it's Rory Fisher standing in for Bobby Williamson now. So that explains why it got passed. But there's 91 there. Williamson's back in.
Williamson proving to be a crucial
A very immediate pass. Did you see that? It was hike and then immediate pass.
First down for the Stoats.
As Fred Freeman gets another first down. And that clock is ticking down ever so quicker. Stoats need to make the most of this as much as possible. Oh, incomplete.
If you're talking about the Stoats offense, Fred Freeman really has been the cornerstone of the Stoats' chances in this game.
Yeah, he was the intended receiver on that throw. But either that was just a really quick Dupuis throw. Maybe he thought Freeman was going to cut inside. Oh, Rockenstone almost got in the way, but Ollie missile move comes up with the catch just short of the first down. Yeah, Ollie missile move has also been very impressive in the preseason games. The tight end for the Stoats has made a lot of key plays, but we haven't seen much of him today outside of his run blocking. A big blitz from the Janitors. Big blitz from the Janitors leaves Bill Sellers wide open for a catch. Yeah, I want to talk about that offensive guard, number 66, Garbo. He leads the league in pancakes. What is scrambling? Dupois is scrambling for 2 yards.
The ball carrier, gain of 2 on the play.
Janitors are trying to rush now. They're really just pulling out all the stops to try and blitz the offense.
Yeah, trying to put pressure on Dupois, trying to get these throws out, make bad throws, and perhaps come up with an interception. To the left side, Williamson misses it, but a huge tackle.
So close.
Williamson with the huge tackle.
Williamson putting a stop to that potential catch and touchdown by the Stoats.
That
Could have been pretty bad for the Janitors.
That incomplete pass is going to stop the clock. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left for the Stoats.
Again, see another conversion here to save their chances. And
it's
received.
Over the middle to Freeman.
Fred Freeman proving once again the Stoats need him to be able to finish this drive off.
As you saw in the
2-minute warning.
As you saw in the graphic there, Williamson already with 7 tackles this game, and that's not including the handful of deflections we've also seen him do. He's definitely one of the superstar players on the Janitors defense. A handoff to Ben Zeitgeist goes nowhere.
It's nowhere. Ben Zeitgeist has got to put up more than that if he wants to get through that wall that the Janitors are putting up.
And Dupois is just going to try and run it in.
Nowhere.
3rd down. Again, just these scramble runs. Stoats need a touchdown. And they'll surely go for it on 4th down. Ollie missile move. On the move. Dupois looking for someone open, and he takes too long. And a 3rd sack of the game for Alan Combo. Alan Combo up to 5 career sacks, most in the league.
Freeman doesn't get home. Turnover on downs. The Janitors have this one in the bag.
Yep, the Janitors just need to do a couple of Tucker. They just need a first down. They need a run, and then a 1st down with Tucker, and they put this game in the bag. However, I smell a safety. If something goes wrong on this play, those Stoats are hungry. The I formation here. Tomorrow K way on the outside. And a hike, and they're going to throw it to Tucker. And that's going to get a couple of yards there. Stoats using their first of 3 timeouts. Trying to salvage as much game clock as possible.
At this point, you have to do everything you can to try and claw back the small amount of time you have left to make something of this game.
Another Greg Trucker handoff. Again, this is exactly what we thought would happen. The Janitors just trying to burn as much clock as possible. Stoats using their 2nd timeout.
Stoats desperately trying to break whatever momentum the Janitors might have on this last drive. Janitors are at 3rd and 2. Hand off to Trucker.
Handoff, and it's 4th down.
Number 93, Coiler, with the leg, just pulls it out from under Trucker, prevents that 1st down for the Janitors there. We're at 4th and inches now, and they are electing for a punt.
Yeah, makes sense. No reason to do something silly and turn over on downs on your 10-yard line. So hopefully Marcus Gravy is going to punt it. We haven't actually seen much of Marcus Gravy
We're seeing
today.
A lot of stall here as they're trying to wear out this clock.
Yeah, expect him to stand here for at least another 6 seconds or so. There it is. It's a fair catch called as it goes out of bounds. Newbie and Gravy exchange a couple of words.
We're starting on the Stoats 48.
Did it just say Alex Fops was 20 for 22? Holy shit. Oh my goodness, Dubois runs, scrambles for a first down. Holy moly. The Stoats, I think, are completely out of timeouts. So at this point, they're trying to save face as they spike the ball to sacrifice a down to stop the clock.
I don't think it's going to happen. The math does not work out for the Stoats in this position.
No, at this point, they're just playing to save face.
Try and lower the gap between scores as much as possible.
Yeah, very quickly over the middle. Chris Queen, the backup tight end. And okay, the Stoats do have at least one more timeout. And they use their final one.
20 seconds left in the game.
So the Janitors' defense is extremely real. As we've seen here, they are no joke. Their front line, we've seen Alan Combo, 3 sacks. And Geronte Dunnett and Bobby Williamson have been shutting down the passing game quite a bit as Gaden Floatboat gets a pass over the center.
10 seconds left. The ball's spiked.
Yeah, they're hoping for 14. Or heck, I'd go for the 2-point conversion. Why not? We don't have to worry about people getting injured virtually. Just at the 15-yard line, this is makeable. 8 seconds. We basically have a play left in the game. Will the Stoats end this 14-23 or 7-23? Dubois, deeps one. No, it's intercepted!
What?
Now, who done it?
Devastating interception for the Stoats.
Geronte Dunnett with 3 seconds left to go, and the Twitch chat was asking for a whodunit, and we got one in with only 3 seconds left in the game. Let's go. Janitors are going to put a knee down and end this one. Congratulations for the Janitors for winning their season opener against division rival the Stoats. What a game. And what a message the Janitors send.
Really, that's got to be a rough one for the Stoats to have a game that they were on top of at the start of that with the first touchdown. It was 7-0 after that turnover opened up a avenue for the Stoats, but they were just not able to capitalize as the Janitors clawed back everything and more with that 23-7 victory.
Yeah, let's take a look at the stats here. Got Ponte Puy with, unfortunately, it doesn't say the passer rating in here. Oh, rating 73.3. Oh.
37.3.
That is stinky winky with 2 interceptions thrown. And he's only 14 for 27. Meanwhile, the Janitors 131-6. By the way, 148.7, if my memory isn't terrible, is the highest this rating can go. 20 for 22, 90% completion rate, 0 interceptions thrown. Whatever doubts we had about Alex Fops in the preseason has been completely eroded by this amazing display here. Oh my lord. Average 11.9 per throw. Sacked once. Woo!
Once again, the Stoats are probably going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out their offense.
Yeah, and they did have a little bit of success. Again, those cornerbacks are really like surface-to-air missiles with how they are keeping the air game down. But we saw the Stoats get creative there with those in routes and those really short those snap throws, like immediately before the cornerbacks can rush in. And they had a bit of success there. But we got Greg Trucker, 69 out of 22 attempts with a 3.1 average. And, yeah, the Stoats, they spread it pretty... Oh, man, the quarterback, Dupuis, with 15 yards of his own with the best average. That's nuts. He got really scrambly there at the end of the game. But, yeah, just the running game not clicking. Janitors, they could rely on Greg Tucker for all of those things. Oh my god, his best run after the first hit was 38 yards. Holy shoot.
Almost 4 downs worth of yards there.
Yeah, George Brinks 8 receptions for 78 yards. Bruce Bogdan 70 for 94. Albert Preseal, only 2 receptions and an average of 29 yards? Oh my god. What were they doing to the Stoats secondary? Average
Janitors
yards
really
after...
establishing themselves here as a dominant team.
Oh my god. This is nuts.
If you're talking about offense or if you're talking about defense with the amount of balls they were able to swat away for the Stoats, Janitors are really showing themselves off to be a juggernaut in this league.
Yeah, let's actually take a look at the... Yes, Bobby Williamson leads the team in tackles by a lot with 2 pass deflections. Did he get the interception? No, it was Geronte Dunnett got that final interception. Who done it, though? And Marshall Rockenstone with that inexplicable interception earlier in the game. And...
So who we have for our players of the game for this game against the Stoats and Janitors?
Oh, well, the offensive player of the game is Alex Fobbs. Not even close. If your passer rating is 131, you're the player of the game. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
That's insane. This is the highest completion we've seen, period, in all 6 of the preseason games. Holy smokes. And again, we got for the defensive player of the game, I guess, since we were doing this in the preseason amongst each other. I wasn't planning on making this a segment, but yeah, it's got to go to Bobby Williamson with those 7 tackles and 2 pass deflections, completely limiting the Stoats' options on offense when it comes to the deep ball. And Geronte Dunnett with his interception, 3 tackles and 2 pass deflections. These cornerbacks are gonna need an answer from whoever goes up against. The over there division is going to have to come up with something in order to beat the Janitors, because until we see the San Francisco Shitbirds in action this Friday, so we can better see what they're like, I think the Janitors are going to be the team to beat in the over there division.
Absolutely. Williamson's deflections on some of the Stoats passes this game. If you hadn't seen those deflections, you might have well seen a Stoats score that would have been much closer to the Janitors' final total. And it was just Williamson swatting throw after throw, pass after pass, knocked incomplete, or even did he get a turnover? Or
no, he did not
that,
intercept. That was Geronte Dunnett.
Gotcha.
That was at the very end, 3 seconds left. Geronte Dunnett interception. But yeah, what makes
way to go for the Stoats?
And what makes Williamson so impactful is that he's huge. He's like 300 pounds. He could run incredibly fast, and he's got like a 90 jump stat. The game thinks he's like a 60 overall cornerback, but again, we're just the deep ball. Just nothing gets past Williamson. It's incredible. Well, I think that is going to do it for the kickoff of the regular season of the Totally Normal Football League. I hope you all had fun watching. Thank you very much, Alex, for joining along and commentating with me.
Anytime.
This is going to be 3 one-hour streams a week, because coming up next is we have another division rivalry game. We had an over there league division rivalry game today, and it's over there league, and it's the over here divisional rivalry between the Toronto Trash Pandas and the Kingston Gators. The Gators went 0-2 and are hungry for a win in the regular season after a lot of roster changes. They got rid of their quarterback, Nathan Pope, and it's now Del Guler at the helm on a restructured Gators offense. And Pro Hybrid for the Trash Pandas has also made a lot of free agency moves. He's been a big spender in the undrafted people, spending the salary cap we all have in place, trying to shore up some holes since their secondary was a huge concern. But that is going to be Wednesday at 8 o'clock. The games will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all at 8 o'clock. These are all going to be 1 hour long streams. Hopefully you can join us, and this is going to go until we have crowned a winner of the Totally Normal Football League. Do you have any closing things to say, Alex, before we bid everyone adieu?
Good game, good football.
Good game, good football. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you later.